little, I thought that I will write books. Then I found out about movies. I was a huge fan of Batman. When the person watches a movie, they only experience it as an audience, but when they are playing the game, they feel as if they are inside the game and it's happening to them, not to the character that is on the screen. And they will start telling about it as if they lived it. Yeah, his name is Holden. He was named after my favorite character, Holden Caulfield from Catcher in the Rye. He's nothing like him. He's the complete opposite of the character. Like the character is misanthropic and depressed and really just a sad person, and Holden he thinks that everybody loves him, even though it's not true. He has no empathy whatsoever. He just does what he loves to do, and he doesn't care about anyone else. So yeah, I love his personality. Every time some of my colleagues leave their computer on and they leave, I just change their wallpapers to corgis, and sometimes they are just like, oh, she will do it again, I will just leave the corgi on my wallpaper. So I think at least 3 colleagues have now wallpapers of corgis on their computers. Every day I do something different, really. I don't even just write. Right now I'm a lead game designer as well, so basically every day I learn something new, and I do every day something different, so that's what I like. I don't really even think of it as a workout. I think of it as just a hobby. It's not a way for me to burn some calories. It's more for me to, I don't know, stay healthy both in body and mind, and it helps me focus and feel better, and it works out the muscles you don't even know that you have. I was always writing. I was always writing during classes. In secret, I was writing like fan fictions with my friends, or we were writing whole book together, or I was writing it on my own. I was always writing. It was always so funny to me because I was so determined to just write for a living that when we were finishing high school and nobody knew where to go after finishing high school, I was like, no. How do you not know? But I was just lucky that I really loved writing.
For you, it was never like a question of what you wanted to do?
No, it was never a question for me. I don't know, sometimes I say that I'm only good at writing, so that's what I should do, but it helps that I also like it, so yeah. Our teachers always try to ground us in real life stories, and I was always more into fantasy and making up things my way, and they just wanted, no, let's just write Slovak drama, something happening here. And I was like, but can I put their superheroes? I was like, no. So after I finished university, I started working for a TV show, children's TV show, as a production manager. And then I find out this job offer, and I never worked for games, but I was excited because they needed a writer and a designer, and I tried it and they liked me, so I ended up here, and it's my dream job right now. Mostly when I was growing up, I was playing like The Sims, and even in The Sims, even the way I played now, it's I need to create a story for the family that I create, sort of like a script that they have to follow. And after I finish it, I don't want to play for that family anymore because the story was done. It's where you play for your own character, and you sort of build relationships with other characters in the game, and I sort of realized the way it impacted me. I felt as if it's so much better because than movies, because I sort of started talking about it in the way that I was doing the thing, not that my character is doing it. I was like, this is what happened to me inside the game. So it was something I discovered that it's the most immersive genre. It's completely different from books and TV. When the person watches a movie, they only experience it as an audience, but when they are playing the game, they feel as if they are inside the game and it's happening to them, not to the character that is on the screen. We found one streamer who named his Twitch stream something like, "Is this a hunting game or a psychological thriller?" And I was so excited. Yes, he's playing the story.
There he is.
Because it has kind of unusual story for a hunting simulator. That's what I was trying to create when I was writing it.
No, he's not. No! No, 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 no. I clearly saw an elk!
And he was just retelling it in such a funny way. He was like, it's getting darker and darker, and I don't know if it's just terrible script writing or if it will just end in really unexpected way.
You're lying to yourself. No, no, no. Like you always do. No, 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 no. Wake up.
One of the streamers we were watching, he just didn't know how to hunt, or that he shouldn't run through the forest, even though there are like 3 tutorials telling him, do not run, they will hear you, they will run away. But he was so funny about it. He was like, I'm playing the way of the hunter, but right now it only feels like I'm playing the way. There was no hunting in his gameplay. I had, for the first month, I had a ethical problem with the hunting, but then I realized I still eat meat, so and sometimes the meat that is in the stores lives a way more terrible life than the animals that were hunted. So I was like, oh, I'm a bit of a hypocrite. So ever since then I realized that yeah, hunting is actually more ethical way of getting your meat than buying it in the store.